Yes, yes. Bliss to the queens and peace to the gods. Yes, this is that kid, Lovechile, Darren Deity. You feel me? Stellar, Rocket Rose, whatever. Whatever you might call me that day, wherever I might be. Alright, we're going to jump right into it. I was going to let the room fill up with a couple of folks, but it's going to be on later. Marquez, what? Is watching. Bring them on camera. Yo, what's up, Kevin? Yo, these words is crazy, and you know I've been going in on words for a long time. Peace, Kev. What's good, kid? You know, homie. Man. Yeah. It's just nothing. It's just these words, bruh. You know I'm a wizard. You know that I am a witch doctor. I have plenty of priestess friends, girls that like to, practice witchcraft, and girls that, just females that practice sorcery, and I have a lot of female friends that do that. A couple of male friends that, are wizards. We all, last year, got really deep into our words, because the power of words when you're casting a spell is just next level. You gotta have specific words. It's coming to the point where we're getting this out to the masses, because this is the age of not information, because in before a word, it means no. Like invalid or incorrect means not correct or not valid. So information means not formation. It's just that simple. That's called parse syntax. Syntax is the structure of words in a sentence. Parse syntax is the structure of small words in a word. So it's just like that. If you're not practicing parse syntax, you're not probably speaking correctly. It's just that simple. So this 2018, we're saying what we mean and meaning what we say. If you're saying the wrong words, you're going to get the wrong things. You're going to get manifestations and manifestations that you don't want. So people walking around putting all these curses on their body. We are all powerful. This is the difference between most people. They don't realize that they are wizards and they are wizardresses. You're a sorcerer or you're a sorceress, period. Whether you've been inducted into a coven, whether you've practiced witchcraft your whole life or you've never believed in it, you have been doing magic your whole life. To the fact that when they taught you to write words on a paper, they told you what it was, spelling. They told you what you was doing. As a child, we get so bleached. You know what I'm saying? As a child, we're so smart that we're dumb to adults. And as adults, we're so dumb that we're smart. So as an adult, we're so dumb that we can be smart, because everybody's dumb. You know what I mean? But as a kid, you're so smart that you're dumb to adults. See, adults are trying to wonder why is this kid asking all these questions and talking how they talk. It's because they're smarter than you. As a child and you're an adult, they're so smart that they're dumb to you. And as an adult, we're so dumb that we're smart in society, because everyone's dumb here. So when the child learns some crazy shit, they probably are questioning it, looking at you sideways, but they don't want to ask nothing because they might get smacked. That was me as a kid. I asked way too much questions. I get smacked every time. Yo, I be in class, they be trying to tell me not to raise my hands no more. Like, yo, yeah, that creativity is next level. Kids are so smart. It's like they're tapped in to the source so much. Like, parents are too dumb to even fathom it unless you're a parent that still is tapped in yourself. So I'm trying to tell you that kids get it bleached out of them. Yeah, we're so dumb as adults that we're smart, because everyone's dumb. So we're smart. As long as everyone's dumb, you're smart. If you're dumb too. You know what I mean? That's why common knowledge should be fake. We think that like certain things are good for us until we find out years later that they were never good for us at all. You see what I'm saying? Because that's what common knowledge gets us. We're so dumb that we're smart. We just want to fit in and think what everyone else thinks. So aside from that, this 2018 is a whole year of one manifestation and the universe giving what you want. 2 plus 1 plus 8, 2018, that equals 11. And if you know anything about angel numbers and codes, or even computers, what happens? When a computer gets a 1 sent to it, that's access granted. When a computer gets a 0, it's access denied. So 1, 1 is access granted. That's allowing passage to whatever is next. We also live inside of a computer system. It's called the holographic universe. If you study string theory, which you should, I'm not a teacher. I'm not trying to teach nobody. I am sharing, okay? Study string theory. Learn about string theory, the holographic universe. String theory, simply put, is this. The computer, the brain, the universe or cosmos, and social media all look like each other on a microscopic level. They all look like brain synapses. Computers, the cosmos, the human brain, and social media all look like each other. That's facts. This is called string theory. We literally live inside of the computer simulation. So if we're saying that the computers are reminiscent, the computer hardware drive is reminiscent to the brain and the universe, that means it's a computer, it's at least reminiscent to the same system. So if we're saying computers get told ones, and that means access granted, and we living in a computer, do I have to do the math any further? That means that this year of 1-1 is all about access granted in this holographic universe, this simulation we live in. They would call it a matrix, but I'm not trying to get spooky on y'all, you feel me? Look, these words you're saying are being casted out, processed, and they're being given because that's where we're at in this cycle. There's mad cycles. There's a smaller cycle, which we call a week. I don't call it no week. That's a curse. Why would you be weak when you could be strong? So there's small cycles. They call them weeks. I call them strongs. There's a bigger cycle. They call them months. I call them moon cycles. There's a bigger cycle. It's called a year. I call it a solar return. I don't speak how most people speak because I take my power back. I take all the power that has been stolen from me by my words that they stripped it out of me growing up. You know, what's more powerful than words? I asked somebody this. No, my queen asked me this. And I said, it must be the action or it must be the move you make is more powerful than the words. They say actions speak louder than the words, but that's not true. The thought is more powerful than the word and the move that you make because you had to think it before you even said it, unless you know what I'm saying? Exactly. So, but the thought is way more powerful than even the action because you think it before you do it. So these are just facts. So as a child, we have all these thoughts, but they bleach it out of us. That's why I say I take my power back because it starts in the mind. Before I could even say better or even do better, I must think better. And that's where I take my power back. So I don't even speak the same way as people because I've already brainwashed myself. I washed my brain clear of all this society bullshit. So when they taught us how to spell, when they taught us how to curse words, they say it right in front of us all day. But as children, we just stop asking questions at a point because we done getting in trouble for asking. I got smacked for asking questions. The teachers told me, I'd raise my hand. They said, no, not again. I'm like, what you mean? I got another question. No, not today. You can get out. And I'm like, damn, niggas can't ask questions no more? Nah, because they think I was trying to be a dick, but I really just had all these questions because this society is so backwards. Niggas like me drop out of school and be smarter than the niggas with PhDs, dig. So, because I couldn't get bleached. That's beside the point. All I'm saying is a child will get bleached out of them because they have all these thoughts and all these questions. You dig? At a certain point, the child just stop asking questions, yo. Like, fuck it, bro. If y'all want to believe that a noun, like they just tell you the stupidest shit and they expect you to believe it. They expect you to believe it and you will believe it after getting beat with it to a certain extent. And you'll be like, fuck it. Everyone believes this dumb shit. I might as well go along with it. But not me. And you shouldn't either. I mean, I'm not a teacher, but I'm sharing. And if this resonates with anyone, please. I'm just out here to show you that there's someone that at least feels a little bit like you might feel. And you can take that Do what you do with it. Yeah, bro. Like, most people that dropped out of school feel like we were looking at it like, yo, they're telling us this crazy shit. They want us to just pass this test. Where's the real knowledge? Where's the real learning? There is none. It's just prep for being someone else's worker and not to be your own boss. And that's a whole nother rabbit hole. As far as the spelling and curses, they tell you in front of you, your spelling. They say spelling test. Like, okay, I'm going on a spelling test. They never tell you you're really enacting magic though. And they're like, oh, you said a curse word. Oh, but no one's really thinking you're doing wizardry or witchcraft. Get this through your head in this 2018 because everything you're saying is coming back tenfold. Look at everyone. Their wildest dreams and their worst nightmares are coming true. These are just facts because this is that one universal code of truth and allowance and access granted. We got to go into this new year realizing that. Yeah, bro. I already know you is. See, most of the homies is they work for themselves. Like, that's just facts. Most of the homies do work for themselves because I put myself around that, and I honestly only call people homies that are like-minded to a good extent, to a good amount, because I can't be fucking around with no fuck around. So, like, yeah, like, even James Pack, and, you know, be it as it may, the past may be, homie, you know what I mean, work for himself and shit. Like, a lot of the homies work for themselves, and even homies that I don't call homies no more they still are like that, though. It's just, you know, it's the type of time that I'm on. And I flock to a lot of, you know, wizardresses and wizards and sorcerers and sorceresses, too, because that's where I'm at with it. Now, we got to get our power back. Stop saying these words that don't mean nothing. In 2018, we mean what we say and say what we mean, y'all. Look. For one, incarnation is a spell. It's a curse. Don't say it. Any word that starts with the I-N means no. Okay? Invalid, incorrect, blase, blase. Don't say those Johns. We're done saying what we don't mean. And if you say something you don't mean, take it right back because you are listening. The cosmos is you and your cells, as above, so below. So when you're saying something, you're listening. The stars is you. Your cells in your body are the stars, as above, so below. So you can either kill your body and kill your cells and speak death and watch that shit come back. It's like when you drink and binge drinking, you're going to be hungover tomorrow. You're going to be, because what you put out now comes back, and it's not like that. You can be feeling good. I mean, you might get sick, you know what I mean, if you drink too much at the moment. Like, you could speak so much death on yourself, you could go like that, boom. You know, like, talk crazy to a motherfucker like me, I'll kill you right there. You know what I'm saying? But you could speak just enough death on yourself that it'll be good for now. But wait, that shit gonna come back, pow. And you could be like, why am I in this reality? It's because you are a wizard. Wake up. Don't you see how powerful you are? Stop saying what you don't mean. Mean what you say. Say what you mean. Also, I want you to start thinking about the words, the better words. What are better words that you could be speaking on your body, on your being? What are better words that you could be speaking into the cosmos for your life? Every day, all day, there's curses that we could be not saying that we say on accident because we're so used to saying them. See, that's where it goes back to being a child. Children get a lot of shit bleached out of them and a lot of shit beat into them. See, a lot of the shit that we get bleached out of was the source that, I don't say divine. Divine, when we something is to take away from, decrease, all that. Divide means to split and nah. So when you're divine, you're not vine. So we're not doing that dumbass shit. But supreme, being supreme is a whole nother, yeah, they don't hear me though. It's all G. But when we're a child, there's a lot of supreme things that's inside of our being that get bleached up out of us. And, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But as a child, there's also a lot of things, bullshit shit that gets beat into us. And that's where the problem really comes into. I want us to all get it together and start recognizing. Cognition, that's the brain capacity, you dig? Cognition. So recognize is just recognize. See, start looking at the words you say. Take back your power, son. They took it away from you and they beat it out of you. And for all of the, yeah, man. Like, for all of the smartest people on earth that never got it bleached out of them, we can remember what it felt like to be a kid and hearing words and they didn't make sense. Like, a lot of shit didn't make sense because I was always really questioning it. Like, you know, like, huh? But I just let it slip. I'd let it go, and then I got older, and then I was like, fuck that. I'm not accepting this shit no more. You know, so I said, fuck it. I'm not going to accept these dumbass words. But at a point, I remember being a kid and being like, what? Like, huh? Yeah. Peace to Nell. Bliss up to the queen. Yo, twerking ain't cute. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's so real. That's real. But they don't got that no more. Aside from this crazy society, I'm talking about spells and curses and the words that we're using. Okay? Because we could be manifesting way faster and we could be getting more things that we want instead of getting things that we don't want. We accidentally speak death into our lives because we've been taught certain things. Like mourning, you already know what mourning is. It's what you do when someone's dead or you're sad. We know what awake is. Awake is what you do when someone has died. You do that before the funeral. You have awake. If you wake every morning during the week, what you doing out this bitch? Like, what you doing every day, son? Alright, Kev, peace. Yo, what is you doing every day if you wake in morning all day of the week? Like, I can't be around no people that be waking in morning all week. Nah, son, you gotta rise every rising all strong, son. Like, yo, I can't see. I'm taking my power back. Excuse me. Like, I'm taking my power back because it starts with the mind. My queen asked me, she said, what's more powerful than the words? I said actions. She said that's almost it, but the thought is more powerful than the words and the actions. I'm like, damn, the thought is everything. In the beginning was the word and the word was God. Okay, but what comes before a word is a thought. You got to think it and you speak it. So if we take back our power and just watch the words that we say, we could be getting more of what we need. More people cast death in our lives. If you think it, might as well do it. Yeah, like, so why you... So, like... oh, shit. Look at me. Yo, I get hype. Yo, I got hype, yo. You about to make me snap. Yeah, if you think, you might as well do it. So what is these words even for? The words amplify the power. You ever see those Kung Fu dudes? Oh, Kung Fu motherfuckers, they don't just hit you. They don't just be like, wow, 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 wow. They don't just be like moving in silence. You feel me? Every hit comes with the like the sound, the vibration, the frequency. The cosmos is listening. Bruh, I want y'all to get deep with me, son. Every book that you wanted to write, that vlog, like I saw this meme and it rang bells. Like, you want to write a book, write it. Like, you want to start a vlog, start it. Like, you got a business idea, act on it. Like, this is not that year for wanting, wishing. That's been past, okay? We've had cycles where people could wish and want, but this is not that cycle. 2018 is not the numerology of 2018 and the energy surrounding this cycle is not no time for homies to be out here wishing and wanting to do shit. If you wishing and wanting, then you better do it now. Or you're going to keep wishing and wanting for cycles to come. And that's facts, son. This is just the energy on the planet right now. I mean, look around. Everybody's wildest dreams is coming true, and everyone's worst nightmares is coming true because the cosmos is listening. What people are saying is coming into fruition. Wow. This is real because everybody talking about bad bitches and shit and niggas and now look at everybody that's supposedly up is all the bad bitches and all the fuck niggas, right? See, what we've been speaking, we gotta stop even talking negative. Like, why are we even saying bad stuff? Like, oh, that's a fuckboy. Like, if you see a fuckboy, don't even say that word because that's gonna keep it in your reality. The cosmos is listening. Everything we say, everything, whether it be good or bad. Like, if you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it. I'm trying to tell you, in 2018, do not say anything negative. It's going to show up in your life. That's just the frequency of the earth. The planet is giving. Speak that love, yes, and that peace, and that bliss, and that success. Yes, it takes a tribe. Look, I'm gonna rock with you now because you own it. And on the realest of shit. If people are talking negative, it's going to come back. It's like that golden rule. If you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. And here's the reason. Because 2018, the universe is going to give you everything you say. Everything you say. Lest it be what you want. Because if it's not, you're going to get what you don't want because you said it. And you might not have been, like if you're on that, oh man, my money low, how am I going to, that's all you're going to see. Until you get that up out of your system. Because it's like when you drank all last night, you got to get it out of your system first. And once you get it out of your system, then you can feel better. So if you already casted that spell in your life, you already put that curse out into the cosmos, it's going to hit fruition. And until then you can get past it. But that's why you got to start now. Start not saying what you don't want. You feel me? Beautiful women. What is a bad bitch? Who even knows, son? I don't fucking know what no bad bitch is. Yo, I was honestly just thinking about that the other day. Like, but we know what the word bad is. See, I study words super duper heavy. I'm a wizard. I'm a sorcerer, so I have to study words so that my spells can be like that, son. So the word bad, honestly, when you go back to the etymology of it, etymon is the origin of a word, the root, the seed of a word. When you go back to the etymology of the word bad, that just means like a man that has feminine tendencies. That means a feminine man. So a bad bitch would be a feminine man woman. You know what I'm saying? But I guess that makes sense because all these bad bitches do be on some fuck nigga shit and they be on an independent woman like, I don't need a man. So they be on some feminine man shit, right? Makes sense to me. That don't make them cool. I'm going down a whole nother rabbit hole. Yo, I'm going down a whole nother rabbit hole, but these words though, you gotta say the right ones. Yes. Dig it now. Yeah, I dig that. We need more queens to see it, man. And right here, right now, Maryland is just like, I think Maryland is one of the, we got like a little tiny bit of conscious people. And when I say conscious, I mean really conscious, like trying to elevate daily. Conscious, you can learn consciousness. You can learn consciousness and not be conscious. Because if you go right back to sleep, you sleep. You ain't conscious. But if you are learning conscious things and staying awake, well, awake is what you do when people are dead right before the funeral. So if you are staying aware and if you're staying, you know what I'm saying, on it, rising, growing every day, that's what real consciousness is, man. We needs that. Yeah, something bad ain't ever good. That's this reality, though. They got words like that. Ooh. I never realized that. Wow. See, these words is crazy, and they're easy like that. See, anger and danger are the same word. That's facts. Yo, anger and danger is the same exact word, but that's some simple syntactic shit. You put the D in front of it. Yo, I can't get into the syntax right now. You got to study syntax because you seem like you be into it. Go look up on YouTube Parse syntax. It's P-A-R-S-E syntax. S-Y-N-T-A-X. It's basically how words are structured, and it's just like that. If you want to speak more powerful words all day, if you want to speak more life into yourself, into your body, into the cosmos around you, that's what it's all about. The universe, and universe is not even the correct word. We're not saying universe no more. So if you ever see me say it, you already know I'm slipping. Universe, the cosmos is the correct word for that. Universe is universe. Un means to not do something. So I'm not doing that stupid shit. If it's already a crazy, if I got to ask a question, it's already a problem. Like what I say to my children. I got a 4-year-old girl, 6-year-old boy. If they doing something and I got to say something, it's already a problem. I shouldn't have to say nothing. You should just be good. You should just be, yeah. Because if I got to say something, it's already a problem. I got to whip your ass. It's just like that. That's how daddy work. That's how the universe work. That's how God is, though. I'm God, you God, we all God. So it's like, the truth is the truth is the truth. There's no question about it. So if I got to ask a question, we know it's not the truth. Point blank simple. Moving on. Universe is not the correct word because universe, means no. We're not doing that dumb shit. So I call it the cosmos because that is a more correct statement of what I mean. We're saying what we mean and meaning what we say because 2018 is that gateway that allows everything we want to happen in warp speed. We living in this holographic universe. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I totally will because the syntax is definitely dire key. More specifically for our original people because they took our language from us. This ain't no white-black thing at the moment. You know what I mean? I can get there, but it's not even about that because I'm in love with humanity. I'm in love with womanity, and you already know I love manatees because I'm saving the planet, you dig? So it's not a black-white thing at the moment. This is about language in general and power and taking it back and speaking power over your life and not death. So as original people, I said that to get away from that whole racist that might come up. As original people, they took our language away. They stripped it out of us and they said if we spoke our original language, they was going to kill us. So generations passed and we lost our language. They gave us this language because it was dumbed down and there's a lot of curses in it over ourselves and our being. So we cannot grow. They stifled us for a few cycles, year cycles, solar cycles, probably hundreds of solar cycles just by giving us this language and taking away our language. Our language kept us balanced, leveled in in our chakras. Our language cleansed our body as we spoke. This is just facts. The language that we spoke as original people had us in a more healthy state of mind. When we spoke it, our insides cleaned and grew. It's just facts because we spoke life. The way that I'm trying to, or not trying, I am, the way I show you right now about better words and about the spells and the words, that's what I'm doing all year because we say what we mean and mean what we say. I said I was going to start vlogging and start telling people about correct grammar. This is the year of, we're not wishing, everything you said you was going to do, you better do it. And if you're not, you're never going to do it. 2018 is like that, son. You don't think it is? Play with it. Keep thinking you want to do something and you wish you could and you never ever will. 2018 is a trying ground. There's going to be another cycle coming that will give you another try. But this cycle right here is going to have you fucked up for cycles to come if you're not on your right path and if you play with it. If you play with this cycle right here, 2018, yo, you're going to be fucked up for cycles to come. Okay? So, that book that I said I was going to write, yo, it's written. It's on paper here, right now. The vlog I said I was going to start, you're watching it. Because who has New Year's resolutions and that don't see them out? A lot of people. Now, if you did that on a whole nother year cycle that didn't give a shit, some cycles don't care. Some cycles is about, is about free. Some cycles are about, see, this is an air sign cycle. I don't need to go into it because this isn't that. I'm not doing astrology right now. I'm doing words. But this cycle right here is all about, this is an air sign. So it's all about not just any old air. This is real air. Like, not the air you can't see, like this shit, like this. I'm talking about like helium in a motherfucking, in a tank. Some shit that, some shit that, you can see. This is tangible, fixed air. You dig? Pisces, what's that, a water sign? Well, we just got out of the age of Pisces. And that's where a lot of people was thriving in the age of Pisces, because Pisces gives room for that. Pisces, in the age of Pisces, it gave room for a lot of, get to it when you feel like it type shit. And it got done. But in Aquarius, it's not that type of energy. It's like, if you keep putting it off in Aquarius, it'll never get done. Especially in 2018. 2018 is 2 + 1 + 8 is 11, and that's a passage code, meaning access granted. Depending on what you're trying to access. If it's just a bunch of fuck shit, and if it's just a bunch of the regular shit, you're going to keep getting regular shit. The universe, the cosmos is going to say, cool. If that's what you want, that's what you get. The cosmos just does. It don't ask questions. It doesn't know. It yeses. The cosmos just gives, and it just does, and it doesn't think, and it doesn't know. It just is, and it just yeses, and it. So, peace now. So if we are out here thinking that we're gonna put it off, or the universe is gonna say, cool, if you think you can put it off, and it's gonna put it off for cycles to come. But if you're in this now time of 2018, and you're saying now, then the universe is saying now. But if you go into this energy thinking maybe later, then that's exactly what the universe is going to give you, is some maybe later shit. This is just only facts. You guys got to dig this, man. If you don't dig it, you'll see it come. You'll see it come into fruition later on. And I don't need to be looked at like, oh, he was saying it, oh, he had the truth. It's not like that. It's more of, I need you guys to, I love humanity. I love womanity. And like I said, you already know I love manatees because I'm about saving the planet. I had to get up here because it was dark over there. So, if y'all not on your path, you're never going to be on your path. That's just what 2018 is doing. 2018 ain't about no fuck shit. And if you think it is, play with it. If you think 2018 is going to let you try later, then that's exactly what it will do. But you don't get to decide what's later. You see what I'm saying? You're not deciding what's later. You are deciding what you're doing, and the universe is saying now. If you're speaking death, the universe is going to give you death. If you're speaking life, you're getting life right now, though. That's what this year is all about. It's now, now, now. You're going to say, I'm going to put it off for a few more years. Watch it. The universe is going to say, well, I'm going to put it off until later, or I'll do it tomorrow. Watch this whole year. If you say you're going to do something tomorrow and not now, something you could do now, you say, oh, I'm going to do it tomorrow. The universe is going to say, ha! It's going to be years before you do that shit. Man, watch it, though. Unless you're real disciplined, but some of us is going to get caught up in the energy of the earth. So when we say, I'll do it later, but we could have really done it now, the universe is going to hear later. Yo, what they say, it says something stupid in the Bible, like a day to God is like 100 years to man or some crazy shit like that. So, all right, how the signs relate, please, like Gemini's and, all right, hold on, let me get my, all right, what do you... It's like, all right, Gemini and Pisces. Pisces, Gemini. Well, that would make it a 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's a triad, which is kind of cool. Gemini and Pisces make a beautiful couple because, yeah, they're actually making themselves a perfect 90-degree mark. So that's actually pretty dope. And hold on, I'm trying to get my thoughts together because, yeah. Oh no, it's called a square when they're 90 degrees from each other. So that joint is in square of each other, and that's cool. I mean, but the only thing is they're both mutable signs. So like when things are both mutable signs, that means that you as a Pisces, you hold all the energy of the season that you are in. Each season has 3 signs, dig? So you're at the end of the season. You hold all the energy of the season, pretty much the potential of it going into the next season. I don't know if you're listening, but so you're holding all that energy coming out of that season that you're in, going into the new one, dig? Gemini is doing the same. They hold all the energy of their season going out of it. You dig? They're moving their season out into the new one. Same with you. You're moving your season out into the new one. That's what mutable signs do. That you're at the end of the season pushing it forward, which is dope because, you know, you're pushing it forward, not necessarily as the starter puts it forward, but you're out with the old type shit. You're out with the old. And same with Geminis. Is you there or what? Let me get a little heart, John. Let me know if you listening. But so they mutable, you're mutable. Gemini, they're ruled by Mercury. You're ruled by Neptune. So you can look into that. You got to do your birth chart so that you can see where you both literally have different stars at, because it's not just to say that where the Earth was when you was born isn't everything. If you was, the Earth could be somewhere, but where was like Mercury? Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Well, do you know where Mercury was when you was born? That's why you should do your birth chart so you can know specifically how the stars were when you were born, and you can match that with theirs. You know, you could do a little like compatibility test or something like that, just putting the, you know, your sign with their sign, like, oh, you're a Gemini, I'm a Pisces, so how do we match? That does work to an extent, but on a more deeper microscopic level, you should find out where all the stars and all the planets was when you was born. It's easy. Just go look up a birth chart. It's called go to what's that fucking site? It's called Astro Lobe. I'll just send you the link. But I'll send you the link to get your birth chart done. I'm gonna do that. So what you do is do your birth chart. You type in your, you know, time of birth. Birth isn't the right word. See, I'm not saying no birth. I can't believe I just said it like 5 times. Birth is what ships do when they're given to the public. So we're not talking about no birth. This ain't no ship. This is human beings in a body. So we were born. We don't have births. That's false. I'm not doing no homophones. I'm homophobic, okay? When you have a power in words, when you use words with your power, you understand how the frequencies of different words are. Different words, some words have the same frequency. How could they mean something different? That don't make sense. I'm God, okay? So when you pray into God and you thinking God is listening and you saying a word that sound like another word, like the universe don't know, son. The universe don't know English. Huh? The universe don't know English. The universe just knows frequencies and vibrations. So we're not doing no homophones. We're not doing something that sound like it's just another word, but it means something different. The universe don't know that shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. It might just give you the worst. It might just and it don't give a fuck about your intent, bruh. It just gives a fuck about you, your moves, and your vibrations. So, anywho, these words. Yeah, I didn't get no. Yeah, so these words, man, are vibrations out of our mouths. The universe feels because it's literally a physical thing, the cosmos. physical thing. It gets the information or the formation, it receives, and it just gives you what you want. It does what you say. Say the right thing. Say the correct thing. Say the true thing. Lest it be what you don't want, and you'll get that. If it's the wrong thing and you get the wrong thing, you can only thank yourself. Honestly, in 2018, this is really what it's down to. In 2018, everybody is getting, like, you can't say anything is not your fault no more. The universe is giving everybody what they say. So if you got something wrong with your life right now, and it might not even be right now, I think it is right now, because the universe has already started. It wasn't waiting for 12 o'clock. The universe was not waiting for 12 o'clock December 31st or January 1st, 2018. It wasn't waiting to start the cycle. The energy had already been, you feel me? And the energy had already been in motion. So, everyone right now, everyone at this moment of time, in our time, has been putting themselves and setting themselves up for whatever is about to come right here. And hopefully you've been setting it up just like you want. If you haven't been setting it up how you would like, you know, here's your time, because all this cycle, what you might call a year, all of this cycle, which you might call a year, the universe is giving you that chance to speak how you mean and speak what you want into life, not existence, because X is the past. We're not doing nothing with no X's in it. I'm not saying nothing with no X's in it. Speak it into life, not existence. So I'm about to break down the word respawn. Respawn. Who play? Come on, class. Who plays? What's it called? You play those games, those fighting games on the game. You know what I mean? When you gotta die and you respawn and shit. The universe is trying to respawn to you. You feel me? Respawn. Who play those games out there where you gotta kill somebody? If you die, you respawn somewhere. You feel me? See, this is where those homophones come in. I don't fuck with homophones, because we know that vibrations ring, literally, they ring bells. Yo, that's crazy. Vibrations ring bells, kid. So I'm not doing no homophones. Something that sound like the other joint, but it means something else. That's stupid. Like, the universe don't feel that. The universe is not fucking with no homophones. The universe don't know language. Don't know motherfucking English. All it knows is vibrations, frequencies. What is you saying? What do you mean? It feels that. It knows that. It doesn't know it. It yeses. It'll give you whatever you give off. Lest it be what you don't want, because it'll give you that. If you're not careful saying the correct thing, what you mean. So, respawn. You talking about respawning. You gotta come back again. The universe is ready to respond to you. It's like that, though. It's like that. I don't like the word respond because it's a homophone, and I don't fuck with homophones. It's just like that. I'm not doing no confusing ass shit in no language where there's something sound like something else. That's a curse over your being. That keeps you in confusion. Anything to keep you in confusion is a curse over your being. If you want to, confusion is a curse. What is it they say? I don't fuck with no Bible. I'm not subscribing to any specific genre of religion or spirituality, But I have they was forcing the Bible on me growing up, so I remember a lot of it. I'm a smart dude, so I learned something is going to stick like that. It said somewhere in the Bible they was like, fucking, damn, yo, I just went on that tangent. I forgot what I was about to say. It was just like, yo, you cannot be out here thinking that something that means the same thing sounds different. Like if it means different but sounds the same, it's a curse, because we know that they said in the Bible something like the devil is the something like chaos, like he runs chaos. The devil is the lives in chaos, whatever. We just know that God ain't about chaos. God like it straight up. And I'm God, so don't get it confused when I say God. You God. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it confused when I say God. God don't like no fucking chaos, yo. God is about truth, like discernment. Discernment is not cool. Like this, we know what this means. So don't be dissing shit. Nigga diss me. I'm just playing. But God likes facts and God likes truth. God ain't about no fucking chaos and this word means this and it could be. God ain't ambiguous, son. God is not ambiguous. And if you don't know what the word ambiguous is, I mean, please look it up. I shouldn't have to validate everything I'm saying. Like, you should already have some type of, you know what I'm saying, cognition of this stuff that I'm talking about. What the fuck? But I'm trying to tell y'all, man, God does not give a fuck about no fucking confusion. God likes truth. When you're talking about homophones, man, what makes you think for a second that the cosmos is going to listen to that? The cosmos is probably just going to give you confusion. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're speaking confusion and you're not conscious enough to really step back and focus in on what you are meaning to say, stop trying. We're not trying in 2018. We're not trying to do shit. We're just doing it. This is a time for correctness. This is a time for truth. This is a time for, if you think you playing, then you're going to be playing for a while. This is not no time for, what are you trying to say? Like, oh, that's what I was trying to tell you. Or, I'm trying to go to the mall. Like, people say they trying to go to the mall and they go to the mall. People say they trying to do something, they do it, you know what I mean? But 9 times out of 10, try, like, we just know that a try is an attempt. Attempts aren't always successful. I'm all about success. See, the universe is about success. God is about success. If you're not about success, man, if you want to stay in this society, man, it's cool. Like, there's nothing to it. I'm not judging nobody. This is for like-minded spirits. This is for kindred spirits, people that cross paths with me and that dig the truth. But if you like the society and you like saying the words that they say and staying in the box that they have you in, then stay in that box. You know what I'm saying? Stay in the box if that's how you feel. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm too powerful as a being, so I take my power back, beginning with the words that come out of my mouth. My power is literally what makes the planet go around. So all of ours is. Some of us more so than others because we are connected to source more so than others. And then, not only that, but some of us have consciously taken back our power. So when you consciously take back your power, as everyone is, as powerful as they are, certain of us are more powerful than others because we have taken back we can't say existence. See, that's X, that's past. But we've taken back our lives. You know what I'm saying? We've taken back our lives. I've taken back my power. That's what makes me more powerful than the next. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll say I'm more powerful than the next, but only for the fact that I've taken back my power. That doesn't mean that the next can't be as powerful as I am. And not I am, but me. It's I. The next can be as powerful as I if they reclaim their power, their dominion. I reclaimed my dominion a long time ago. See, is this what time it is? Is this what time it is? I gotta break down dominion and all that, homies. Dominion, domain, the dome. They put a dome on a cathedral. The dome is the top. My domain. Huh? That's right here, son. Like, this is my dominion. This is my domain. You dig? Like, yo, I took that back. I took that back, kid. And that's what makes me more powerful than the next. Not to say that the next can't be as powerful as I. It's just that I took that back. It puts me on another level. Some of us is on that this year. Some of y'all, I know, yes, that you will snap this year. Y'all is going to be snapping this year. Y'all powerful as fuck and you don't even know it. You're going to be like killing it with the magic. If you killing it with the magic this year, yo, I'm proud of you already. Because I know that there's about to be some real wizards coming out of the... Yo, look, we live in this duality, bruh. I already told you 2018 equals 11. And then not only that, but what's 1 plus 1? What's 11 equal is 2. So it's like this. That's the duality. What's 2 represent is the duality. We used to live in a world where you could literally get killed for saying you were a witch or saying you had these powers and for believing in this stuff. And then to a extent, it got to a point where, you wouldn't get killed for it, but you might actually just get chastised and, you might not make no friends. And then it got to a point where you would basically, it wasn't chastising, but people just look at you a little weird. Now we live in this whole new reality, literally the upside down. That's what duality is, the contrast of what was. We live in this whole new reality where niggas is like, yo, I'm a witch, son. And nobody is like turning heads. And that's cool because that means that I can just chill and I'm not being chastised and I'm not being hunted this life. You know what I mean? I've been there in past lives. You know what I'm saying? I'm alive in my Akash. I live in my Akash. So I'm very aware of things that I have transcribed in past lives. And there has been past lives where, I was hunted. You know what I'm saying? I had to hide. There's past lives where I was hunted. There's past lives where I had to just straight up go into hiding. Like, I've been smart some lives. So some lives, I'm always smart. But some lives I was just straight gung-ho, like, ready to talk about all the things I have learned. And then there's some past lives where I have, there's some past lives that I had where I was a little bit more wise. So I said, nah, I'm going to chill. I'm going to sit back. I might have grown up with a different discernment, with a couple different things that put me in a different being of mind. And they all build up to this being of mine that I'm in, at this moment of our time. But at that moment of our time in my past lives, there have been past lives where I had to stay on the run. You know what I mean? There was also past lives where I gotten, probably burned at the stake. That's just through my ancestors where, some of them might have been burned at the stake for being a wizard or a witch doctor or a sorceress or a sorcerer. You know what I mean? Like, some of my past lives were through them and I recognize, dying at the hands of an angry mob because of my power that I hold. And in some lives, I might have been wiser because of those lives, you know what I mean? And I might have just let the world be the world, and I chilled. Like, I be thinking sometimes I just want to be chilling. And then I look outside and I say, oh man, this world is crazy. I'm doing humanity an injustice. I'm doing y'all an injustice if I don't really, really talk to you about just the reality of words of power. If you've been spelling, you know what you've been doing. They had spelling bees the whole time. Since when did you hear the word spelling and not associate it with wizards and witches when they beat it out of you? That's when. All of us, not just original people. I'm talking about white or not white people, but Caucasians. I'm talking about original melanated people. All of us in America, North America. What the fuck is that? Oh shit. Hold up. I'm about to get my homie into that. I'm gonna get my homie. Yeah. But they're, you know what I'm saying, when they beat it out of you as people in Americas, we all had, this is called your prefrontal dorsolateral cortex right here. Your prefrontal dorsolateral cortex, basically, in a nutshell, is what holds your short-term memory. So when it's like, if I tell you something real quick right now, and then later on in the day, you see something, okay? And you think of that, like, oh, that must be why, blah, 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 blah. That's that prefrontal dorsolateral shit. You kept it in your brain. And you don't just hold, like, the brain got different shit for different shit. And we know that. We yes that. So the prefrontal dorsolateral is all about that. Oh, that must be why that. So they beat it out of your prefrontal dorsolateral, and they probably knew how they was going to do it too. Yeah, they was like, yo, they had some type of way they had to have to make us stop thinking that a curse word had nothing to do with magic. And they had to beat it out of our prefrontal dorsolateral cortex at a point to make us stop believing that spelling words was not witchcraft. How the hell did society get from a point where, you know what I'm saying, it's witchcraft, and then all of a sudden we got spelling bees and we don't think nothing of it, or we got you know what I'm saying, we got curse words and no one's thinking of it. I think that's where the real slavery started. It was all mental. Slavery is really just mental. If you're not taking back your words, you're in slavery. Language was the first slavery in general. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm gonna let you guys see that right now. I'm gonna help you see. I'm gonna help you see how language was the first slavery. I guess that's gonna be my joint for tomorrow. Oh yeah, I'm doing this every day. Yeah, cause no, we're not wanting no more. We're not wishing. We're not acting. You know what I'm saying? We be. This is the year of being as humans. This is the year of doing as humans. Thinking as humans, okay? This is the year of wanting and wishing. I'm gonna let y'all know that right now. Right now. So, do not Do not go into this year talking about what you wish or what you want. Do not go into this year with no negative mindset thinking that you know what I mean? There's a lot of it. There's a lot to it. Excuse me. Thank you. There's a lot to it for real, bro.